This video explains how you can use the Docusign Connected Fields extension and Connected Fields API to implement a custom data verification solution that generates agreements and verifies their values against a system of record. Note that all values, email addresses, keys, secrets, tokens, and other personal information shown are for demo purposes only and have been deleted or revoked. Before we dive into the technical details, let's take a look at custom data verification in action. The examples in this video demonstrate how to build custom data verification for an eSignature envelope that authorizes a financial transfer. Envelope fields whose values are to be verified are called connected fields. Each connected field can be mapped to a property in an external system of record. In the example envelope shown here, a user goes through the process of populating connected fields. The user entered connected field values will be sent to the external system for verification. When the user selects a transfer date, which is the last required connected field, a verification request is triggered. The response indicates that the account number is invalid, and Docusign displays this message in the UI. The user corrects the account number, triggering a new verification request. This time, the verification logic finds that the account has no position in the supplied source fund and returns this information in a message. The response includes a suggested value, which Docusign autofills in the field. Another verification request is triggered. The external system finds one more issue and returns a message that the transfer amount is more than the balance available. The user corrects the amount. This time, the data passes all checks on the external system. The user can now sign and submit the transfer authorization. Let's take a look at the components of a custom data verification solution. The first component is a Connected Fields extension app. This is an application that provides additional functionality for Docusign agreement processes via requests to an external API service. An extension app is developed and hosted externally to Docusign. It returns information about the objects and properties in the system of record that envelope values can be verified against. It also verifies values against the system of record and sends Docusign the results. The second component is a Connected Fields API integration that calls Docusign API endpoints. This integration is developed and hosted externally to Docusign. It makes calls to retrieve a list of connected fields available for use in envelopes, and then to construct and send envelopes that include connected fields. Let's take a closer look at the implementation details for a Connected Fields extension app. The extension app must respond to three types of request from Docusign. Docusign sends a getTypeNames request to an extension app to obtain a list of objects in the system of record that support verification. An example response is shown here. Docusign sends a getTypeDefinitions request to retrieve definitions of the properties in the system of record that support verification. The response must follow the Concerto data model and include decorators that mark objects as verifiable. An example of a property definition from a response is shown here. Docusign sends a verify request when a user has populated all required connected fields in an envelope. The request includes the field values. The extension app applies verification logic to the values and returns the verification result, a message to display in the signing UI, and suggested values to autofill if appropriate. After creating an extension app, you must register it with Docusign. Shown here is the first stage of the guided form-based registration process available in the Docusign Developer Console. Registration provides Docusign with information it needs to obtain authorization from the extension app and send requests to its endpoints. It also sets distribution options that determine who can access the extension app and specifies which extensions the app implements. On subsequent form-based registration screens, you supply additional details about the extension app. You also have the option of registering an extension app by uploading an app manifest file to the Developer Console App Manifest Editor, shown here. After you've registered your extension app, you can use the Developer Console testing features to make sure that Docusign can access the extension app. For example, you can test sending a verify request to the extension app as shown here. Along with a Connected Fields extension app, the second main component of a custom data verification solution is a Connected Fields API integration. To create and send envelopes with connected fields programmatically, an API integration must implement at minimum 2 API requests to Docusign. A Connected Fields API request retrieves information about the connected fields available to be used in envelopes sent by the account. The available connected fields depend on the extension apps installed to the account. In this example, the response shows the information for an account number field. To create an envelope with connected fields, you can use an eSignature API request. The request includes a tabs object that defines all the envelope fields that a user can populate. To identify a field as a connected field whose value can be verified against a system of record, include an extension data object in the field definition. The extension data object includes values retrieved by the Connected Fields API request. Shown here is the field definition for the account number connected field with the extension data object highlighted. The result of this request is the generation of an envelope that a user can populate with values, triggering a verification request to the external system, as shown at the beginning of this video. Once you've implemented and tested your custom data verification solution, you can start the process to move to production. Both the extension app and the API integration must pass Docusign review. You submit your extension app for review from the Developer Console Publish to App Center page. Depending on the distribution option you selected when registering the app, publishing it after approval will either make it available only to accounts that you choose to share it with or with all Docusign App Center users. To move your Connected Fields API integration to production, you request a Go Live review from the Docusign Apps and Keys page. After the integration passes review, you can select a production account to promote the integration to. Thanks for watching. You can find complete documentation for extension apps and Docusign APIs on the Docusign Developer Center.